Alright, Jason, I hope this is picking up nicely for you. I'm going to be tearing apart these three towers. You saw a laptop, where I'll just go through this basically, just so you have some coverage. This is the newest one I've got. I don't know where it came from originally, but it does not start up. So we're just going to tear it down. If anybody needs fans off heat sinks, I have extras. CPU. Really terrible picture here. The idea is the gold plating on the pins can be pulled off if you've got enough of them. Here's steel. That'll just go to the scrapyard. I could get money for it, very little. I don't want to be bothered, but I'd rather it not be thrown in the garbage. Power supply. It's a little bit different shape than most are. I haven't tested it to see if it's any good. If anybody needs power supplies, let me know. I've got a lot of those too. Older ones though. So for projects, not for computers. Your modern computer probably wouldn't enjoy how slow or weak it is. Okay, so here's your motherboard. I'll try and pull precious metals off the circuitry of that at some point, not right now. This is just more steel. And copper wire. So steel. Heatsink off the CPU is aluminum, which I particularly like because I melt that. This fan and CPU, or sorry, heatsink. The heatsink is a nice big chunk of aluminum with a little bit of steel, which is lovely to melt as well. But again, these fans are, I think, 15-20 bucks if you go buy them new. It's a shame to toss them, so I've got a couple boxes of them. And I've got a TV out card that might be of some use to one of my friends, so we'll try and recycle that. And I've got a video card which has an HDMI and a DVI, so it might be new enough to use on an older system for somebody who doesn't want to spend a lot. And then there's the RAM, which I already just pulled out. And, well, again, you've probably seen RAM before. And then I got these cables. These cables I can pull copper out of, or they can be reused because they are a more modern connection. So let's see if we can get those reused. And then there's CD-ROM, DVD-ROM. Most computers aren't even being made these anymore. I've got a stack of those too. So if anybody needs optical drives, we can just talk about that. Here's a larger but still small guy. I've already pulled the hard drive out of this. There's another little fan, and this could be e-waste. Here's a nice copper and steel heatsink. Not as good for me for melting purposes, but a little bit higher end. If anybody needs heatsinks, I'm not sure what you would use that for, but I would try to recover the copper and do a little bit of aluminum on it. Fan. Power switch. I don't save those, but I could start if somebody wanted them. See, this motherboard's a little larger. Still has a heatsink, which I'll use. And again, circuit board. Now this one also has a fan for the system. This is about 3x3, 12 volts, 6.1 watts. So if somebody had a value or use for that, it looks like it's just a regular connector to a motherboard. So let me know. And this CPU has less fingers, but still some gold on it. And then we're down to the case again, the steel. So, and this is the power supply out of that guy. So if you compare it, it's still a weird one, still narrow. I think that one works. On these little guys, the optical drives are the same as what you saw before. They're real little. supply, I've already checked it, it's no good. So that's the way it goes sometimes. But we'll take that apart and pull something out of it as well. Another fan. This is a fan that's right on the container for the hard drive to get extra cooling. This is another steel and copper heatsink. Another aluminum heatsink. Motherboard. More steel for the script. Another fan. You can see how these fans add up quickly. Alright, there we go. That's a regular PC.